What's up, what's up, what's up? This your host, Big C, the Chameleonaire, here at Capital Boxing, where you won't get it nowhere realer than this. Wow, guys, I cannot believe it, man. We have already made it to the mid-season show. Now, the mid-season show where we're going to sit down and talk about the fights that we had leading up for the first half of the year and the great exciting fights that we got coming in the second half of the year, the State of Boxing 2021. So without no further ado, let's get it going on. Man, we started the year off with Ryan Garcia defeating Luke Campbell. And if you don't remember, back in January, Luke Campbell hit him with a shot. Woo! Humbled him a little bit. Ryan Garcia got up, man, stopped him with the body shot. Man, what a great fight, man. Started off the year there. Now, we will be remiss if we didn't bring up T-Rex. Yes, I'm talking about the female, Claressa Shields, beat Marie DeClaire, man, to win the unification bout. Let's get this right. WBA, WBC, IBF, WBO. All titles for Claressa Shields, man. She's the pound for pound best in women, but I'll put her in the main category too. Claressa Shields, man, what a great champion, man. Then let's go over the pond. We want to talk about Dylan White came back to revenge his loss against Alexander Povetkin with a 6-round knockout. What a great fight. So up to Dylan White. Look to see what he's going to do with this heavyweight division in the future. Now we got to talk about a lightweight fight that we had with Jamal Herring against Carl Frampton in a 6th round. Now, if you don't know, Jamal Herring fought around, where they fight at 130, and Carl Frampton was, man, great, had some great wars and some great wins in there, and he stopped them. Now, they're looking for Jamal maybe to fight Shakur. So let's be looking out for that. First, they wasn't going to fight, but that'll be a nice fight for that coming up as well. Now we got to talk about my man, Demetrius Andre. Now, I call Demetrius Andre in a sense like a Bernard Hopkins, hard to hit, awkward style. No one wants to fight. He beat, he just beat Liam Williams. So he wants to make a big fight with Canelo, but we want to see he has an awkward style. He's the new Bernard Hopkins, if y'all know what I mean. But anyway, then we want to come back and talk about Andy Ruiz Jr. just defeat Chris Arreola. And a nice fight, heavyweight fight. This was a, man, I didn't know both of these guys came in here ready. They were veterans. They came in here ready. They gave us a good fight. If you didn't see that fight, go back and YouTube it. That was a great heavyweight fight there. You know, then we got to talk about, on my list, the top 3 pound for pound, Canelo Alvarez. He fought earlier this year too, but he just also had a fight with Billy Joe Saunders where, you know, he did his thing again. We want to see him get in there with some different type of opponents. David Benavidez. Jamal Chala, just to name a few. We want to see him, Canelo, get in there with some different type of opponent. Now, the last one we're just going to talk about on the first half of the year will be Josh Taylor against Jose Ramirez. Whoa! The unification bout, 140 pounds. Man, Josh Taylor put him down twice. He was a better, I have to apologize. On behalf of Capital Boxing, Big C the Chameleonaire, I do make some apologies sometimes. He was better than I thought. And he Ramirez take enough. But Josh Taylor was just the better man in there, as we say. So that was the first half of the year, just to name a few fights. Now let's just talk about this second half of the year and some of the great fights we got coming up, because it's heating up. It's starting to heat up. So we're going to talk about, let's just piggyback off what I talk about with the Josh Taylor fight. Josh Taylor just won the unification fight. It's one cash cow that's coming up now from the little Mayweather brand and all that, and his name is Tank. Now, Tank is going to fight Mario Barrios at 140. Now, if Tank is able to beat him, he's the cash cow. We just talked about Josh Taylor being the unified champ. Woo, Mayweather, can I negotiate again? Make the unification bout And we gonna see, and then my man Tank Davis can do something that can continue to get him these pay-per-view fights and move on. The Mayweather brand. You know, send me my money, send me my check out there. Then we got to talk about Devin Haney. Devin Haney is coming back into the ring, if you don't know, against his toughest opponent, George Linares. Look him up. Google him. Like I said, you'll see that this is going to be his toughest fight. So we're looking forward to do that. So let's talk about it, Lewis. We got out, the Boston fans here at Capital Boxing, they said we got robbed. This was the streets of barbershop telling me. They said we getting robbed, man. They said we getting paid to get that money taken right out of our back pocket. And I'm talking about no other than the return of Money Floyd Mayweather and my man Logan Paul. Man, they gonna make millions of dollars, rob the bank. This guy ain't been fighting nobody. All these champions we talk about, he ain't been fighting nobody. And he gonna come out there and stick these peoples up again. 3-card Molly. What I'm talking about is the fight and the money that he's going to make Logan Paul, that my great champions have not made it, that went up through the ranks and all of that. Ain't. So that's what we're saying. But anyway, Mayweather and them, we're going to pay for it, see it, and whatever else there. His little brother snatched Mayweather head off. He went crazy. But again, man, here at Capital Boxing, where you won't get it nowhere really than this, man. So that fight's coming up. Now let's talk about it. We got to get into this one. We got 2 headbangers, and then, you know, we're going to, then I'm done. The first one is, we got Wilder going to have to fight Fury. Now, if you don't know, Fury was going to go over this fight Anthony Joshua. Arbitrator came in there and said, "No, big guy, you had a third fight left with Wilder. Man, you gotta do that. You gotta take care of that work." He went in. So anyway, that means that now he has to fight Wilder in a great fight. And guys, have you seen Wilder training? I know I had one of my boxing guys tell me, yeah, everybody can look good at sparring, but no, he's learning some new skill sets that I think can make a difference between that next fight. And I'm gonna say it right here. I think Wilder will win the third fight. I know Max Kellerman said there's no way he can win and all that. Put your money up. I'm going with Wilder. And the last but not least fight we need to talk about is the fight. This is the biggest fight of the year. You're gonna have Earl the Truth Spence Jr., my man, against 8 division champ Manny Pacman Pacquiao. Boxing God, thank you. You giving us that guy? Yes, it's been announced that these 2 guys will they're going to make the fight. The fight has been made. So we're going to have a big fight with Earl the Truth Spence Jr. and Manny Pacquiao. My brief analysis on the fight is that I think that it could be a tougher fight than it, because I would never disrespect the 8th division world champion. Earl Spence Jr. is younger. He can fight. Y'all seen how he fought against Mikey with the jab. Y'all seen, we know about his power. We know about everything that he does. So with that said, we know that he's supposed to win the fight. Simple as that. But again, that's just a couple of the fights that's coming up in this year. Man. So tell me what you think in the comment section below. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel at Capital Boxing. Also, you can go on my IG page at Capital Boxing DC. If you would like to help donate the channel, $ Capital Boxing. Far as donating to the channel. And I want to thank you all for coming out. Just remember, each one, teach one.